everybody. Dave here from Trigger RC, and happy weekend to all of you who are watching this on the weekend. I'm recording this on Friday, so we're happy that the week is over and that we can hopefully have some nice weather this weekend and get out with our RCs, and that brings me to the reason I'm recording this right now. I'd like to introduce you to a new member of the Trigger family. This is a Traxxas E-REVO VXL. It's a 1/16 scale. So for those of you who are new to RCing, everything's kind of broken down by scale for you, so you have an idea of what size you're looking at. We've got things as big as 1/5 scale. 1/5 scale are huge. Like you can imagine, they're literally 1/5 of the size of a real truck. So it's immense. And often those will run on gasoline or have a big engine in them because it takes quite a bit to power something, of that size. Most RCs are in the the 1/8, 1/10 in there scale. And you'll see, most of your buggies and truggies and all the rest are considered 10th scale. You'll get some bigger ones that are kind of in between. There's a lot of debate around whether the E-REVO or even the Summit are an 8th or a 10th because they're quite big, those things. And so anyways, this is considered a 1/16 scale, so it's small. What Traxxas has done is they've recreated a number of their most popular designs, or whatever you want to call them, models, and made them into 1/16. So as you all know, the E-REVO is a real 1/10 scale truck. This one tends to be about half the size of it. What it's not is half the fun. So this particular thing, and here let me give you an idea of, like, it's hard to tell on video what is actually 1/16, but I'm gonna give you an example. You guys have all seen my Summit. If you haven't, check out my other videos. The Summit, which is considered a 1/10 or maybe even 1/8 scale, here is a Summit tire as compared to, so there you go. So that gives you an idea of actually how small this thing is. Big tire. Small, fast, agile, and a ton of fun. So I'm going to tell you a little bit why it's a ton of fun. First of all, if you want to see somebody unbox one of these and show you what comes in the box, yeah, there's like 600 videos of that online. And if you want to see somebody, like do a technical review on it, there's some great guys like RC Nightmare and what have you that will do that for you. And I think that Jang guy, he's got one from Ultimate RC, and there's a few other kicking around. I think Squirrel probably reviewed one. Anyways, I'll put links to those below here. But so that's great. So we got technical reviews. What I want to tell you is, like, why would I want to shell out for this? First of all, the price. So you get an E-REVO, but for about half the price. So these retail right now at about the $300 mark. A brushless E-REVO full size in the store is going to cost you upwards of $699. They're really expensive. So there's one. You can get the E-REVO name, half the size for about half the price. What they don't skimp on, and I'm going to show you guys here, is what's inside. So first of all, the first thing you should notice is, like, everything looks exactly the same. I mean, maybe not exactly. There's only one steering servo. Everything's a little bit more compact in there, but ultimately everything is really close to the original E-REVO, and I think they did a pretty good job of making it, giving it the look and feel of the REVO. So that's really cool. It's brushless, which means it can accept LiPo power. This has, that's your ESC right there. That has something called a low voltage cutoff. That, or it might even just be an alarm, either way. So it recognizes when a LiPo battery is at low volts and will actually turn itself off, which is super handy, or it'll buzz, one of the two, but at any rate, it'll alert you so you don't ruin your batteries. Also, what it has the capability to do is it comes with one nickel metal battery, and the one nickel metal battery just goes right into, here, let me pull it out here, right into the door like any of the other ones. But the cool thing that they've done here is allowed you to, first of all, have another battery, to which I have one installed in here, and then connect them together. So there's a single connection going into the speed controller, but you'll notice what I've done here is I've got a Y connector. Okay, this Y connector here, and this one is the parallel connector. I don't know if you can see that, but anyways, the parallel connector allows you to run 2 batteries on this particular truck here at the same time. So you're going to get twice the amount of runtime. So that's if you run them in parallel, you're going to get twice the amount of runtime. There's another Y connector that you can buy that's actually a series Y connector, and if you understand how electricity works, if you put something in series, you're actually going to then increase the amount of voltage, so you're going to, at the end of the day, you're going to have more power. So that's really cool. So if you want this thing to go faster, get yourself a series Y connector, which I have over there, or if you want longer runtime, which is what I was looking for here, get yourself a parallel connector. So that's really cool that they have that ability. Of course, you can upgrade your batteries, and you can upgrade all of it comes with an additional pinion, so for faster, because this thing out of the box will run about 30 miles an hour, but add a new battery, get yourself a serial connector, and put the other pinion in, and you're going to have this thing rocking at 50 miles an hour. That's ridiculous for something this small. So I'm going to go have some fun with this. As you can see, I've already put a few packs through. It's not clean or anymore or anything. It's fun to drive. It's remarkably fast. It's remarkably stable for the size of it, but it's really floppy. I've already scuffed up the bottom real good because it tends to just absolutely bottom out when you go on it. I have a feeling I'm going to break almost everything in here once or twice. So as I do, or maybe even as a preventative measure, I should go out and get steel rods and all the rest. I think that'll be my project probably next, creating steel, just to increase the weight a little bit, but mostly just to save it from breaking, and a few other things. But for now, I'm just gonna have some fun with it. So that's it. Running videos to come. Enjoy, and welcome to the Trigger family. E-REVO VXL 1/16. See you guys.